this empty street on the boulevard of broken dreams, where the city sleeps and I'm the only one. And I walk up, my shadow's the only one that walks beside me. My shallow heart's the only thing that's beating. Sometimes I wish someone up there will find me. Till then I walk alone. have the time to listen to me whine about nothing and everything all at once. I am one of those melodramatic fools, neurotic to the bone, no doubt about it. Sometimes I give myself the creeps. Sometimes my mind plays tricks on me. It all keeps adding up. I think I'm cracking up. Am I just paranoid? Am I just up? I went to a shrink to analyze my dreams. She says it's like a sex that's bringing me down. I went to a whore. He said my life's a bore. So quit my white cause it's bringing her down. Sometimes I give myself the creeps. Sometimes my mind plays tricks on me. It all keeps adding up. I think I'm cracking up. Am I just paranoid? Grasping to control, so I better hold on. Sometimes I give myself the creeps. Sometimes my mind plays tricks on me. It all keeps adding up. I think I'm cracking up. Am I just paranoid? Am I just
Good morning. It's Uncle Lou here. That's right, it's me, Uncle Lou. Live for you on LouTube this morning. Thanks for watching the morning show with me, Uncle Lou. The best live morning show by a college football YouTuber that's done 4 mornings a week. Facts. Name a better one. You can't. Man, I hope you guys are doing good. Weird weather here lately. 90 degrees about a week ago. 75 degrees and storming over the weekend. Now 45 degrees this morning. It's cold this morning. I had to turn the heat on out here in my she shed. I had to. Not for long. You know, just get the chill out, you know. You do the same thing in the house when it's first getting to be fall or winter time. And you have that first morning, you know, where you wake up and it's not cold inside, but you know, there's like a week where you don't have to, you know, you turn your air conditioner off and you have like a week before you have to start running the heater, but you have that first morning where you wake up and you're like, damn, it's cold. So you turn your heater on for just like 5 minutes. That's called getting the nip out of the air. Yeah, which is important. That's what I had to do in the she shed today. Had to get the nip out of the air. Feeling good in here now, though. I'm feeling good. Got me a good night's sleep last night. Ended the Lunch Money Show a little early, so I wasn't up quite as late as normal, hooting with the owls, like me and Pete usually do. And no one seemed to mind. Half the people didn't even know. They watched that show on mute anyway, so all of a sudden they're just in the comment section, and then all of a sudden just the stream ends. They didn't even know what was going on. A lot of you are watching this show on mute, and that's fine. I don't blame you, honestly. The comment section is the biggest draw to this channel, period. Best comment section on all of YouTube, period. It's not even close either. You guys are the stars of the show, not me. Speaking of stars, got one of the stars of the show going to come on. I don't really know what's going on. He was on the Lunch Money Show last night saying he had some bad news about the Slob Olympics or Slob Olympians or something along those lines. So I thought it might have been some kind of a joke, like he was going to announce that he's coming to the Slob Olympics. Therefore, it's bad news for everyone else that's coming because they don't have a chance to win or something. I thought maybe that's what it was. But apparently, no, it's actual bad news. So I don't have any idea what it is. But we'll have him on the show about 8:30. I can't think of a better way to start the day than with some terrible news. So this should be great. Hey, support the morning show. Hit that super chat link on the bottom. Drop $1. Hit the PayPal link. If you hit the PayPal link, you can drop 50 cents. It's the same thing. $1 to super chat is the same thing as 50 cents to PayPal. Up to you. If you want to give YouTube some money too, hit the super chat link. If you don't want to give YouTube money, hit the PayPal link. Support LouTube. Support small business. Small business is the backbone of America. I read it on Facebook all the time. People are typing that as they're walking into Walmart to buy socks and underwear. Small business is very important. I couldn't agree more. You know what else is very important? Bracket challenges. Those are extremely important. So we better take a look at one. Let's take a look at this one. I think I was in 12th or 15th or whatever I was last night. But, of course, Baylor won, and that bumped your boy Lou up a little bit. So I'm sitting here now in 10th place. Which is where I have to be. 10th place. Slim Shady Canes currently in the lead. And in my opinion, the favorite to win it all. He's got 66 points. And he can still win 80 more. I still haven't figured this out. I guess that's what that means, though. He could still win 80 more, so he's sitting pretty. Now, I can still win 72 more, but I tell you what I need. I probably need Gonzaga to lose. I probably need Gonzaga to lose in the Final Four. That first round of the Final Four for me to have any chance. And even then, I don't know that I can catch. I don't know that I can catch these people ahead of me here. Like this super smart individual right here, what calls himself Lucius Seeger. He also picked the good guys, Baylor, to go ahead and win, and he's ahead of me by 3 points already. So even if Baylor wins, which is best case scenario for me, who plays today? I need Michigan in the Final Four. That's what I need. I have Michigan winning their Elite Eight game, I think. I think those are the only two teams I even have left are Baylor and Michigan. So anyway, I don't know. I don't know what I need to happen. Doesn't matter. I'm not winning anyway. And I was about to say I kind of hope I don't win. Obviously, I'd love to have $100, which is what the prize. I think the prize pool is about $100. I'd have to add it up again. I know it's right around 100. Maybe it's 110. Maybe it's 90, but it's somewhere in there. So obviously, I'd love to have that, but it would be nice for one of you guys to win it. I don't know. Maybe it'll be Slim. I think Slim did enter too. I'm pretty sure Slim did send his $5 in. You know, this contest was free to enter. And if you wanted to, we made it clear, if you wanted to, although you didn't have to, if you wanted to, you could send in $5 and we would create a prize pool. 100% goes to the winner. Me and Pete did that on the Lunch Money Show. And so about 20 people or so sent the money in. So it's about a $100 prize pool. And I'm pretty sure Slim is one of the people that sent the $5 in. So he's in pretty good shape here. It wouldn't seem right if somebody won that didn't send the $5, and I would feel bad then. Damn, you won, but you didn't send your $5 in. And if that happens, of course, then we would give the money to the second place person if they sent their $5 in. If they didn't, then we would go on to the third place person. But I think Slim sent his 5 in. You in here, Slim? I know sometimes, you ride on the road a lot in the morning, but every once in a while you're in here. Maybe you're just listening. I'm pretty sure you did. I've got the list. I just don't have it right in front of me right here or right now even, which is fine. Y'all ready to watch some football this weekend? I'm not talking about FCS or wrestling football or XFL or whatever. We got college spring games. I know we've had some. I think we've had some spring games, and of course, then you got some teams that have already ended spring practice and just said, "Screw it, we're not doing a spring game," like the Florida Manses. Florida spring practice has done come and gone. It's the whole if a tree falls in the woods and no one's around to hear it, does it make a noise? Well, not in Gainesville. Did you even know Florida was practicing? Did you even know their spring practice was over? Think about it. No, you didn't. Give me a 1 in the chat if you saw Florida's spring game this year. Yeah. No, you didn't. There won't be any ones in the chat at all. Florida, no spring game. Look at Dan Mullen. Remember way back in September, October, Dan Mullen crying because the reason he lost to Texas A&M is because they had 40,000 people in the stands instead of 20,000, and we need 100,000 people in the swamp, and let's get over this already. Now here we are 6-7 months later, and Florida can't even have a spring game. It's pitiful and sad. It is. It's sad. And Florida fans, we don't care about no spring game, don't even matter. Yeah, whatever. That's why 50,000 people show up every year for the Florida spring game. But Dan Mullen gave you one of these. That's what he did to you. Oh, Florida fan, you want to come to our spring game this year? You want to see Emory Jones run the offense, don't you? You want to see what Emily Jones looks like, a 50% passer? You want to see what a 50% passer looks like running this Dan Mullen offense, don't you, Florida man? That Dan Mullen's in there. Well, guess what, Florida man? No, you can't see it. You can't see it because we're not having one. Yeah, that's what he did to you. He gave you one of those. He definitely gave you one of those. But lots of spring games this weekend. Well, maybe lot is not a right word. Remember the other day when I was complaining? I was looking for when teams were having their spring games, and I was like, this is aggravating because I was like, somebody needs to put together a list. Tell me when all the spring games are, because what I was having to do was, if I wanted to know when Oklahoma spring game was, I'd have to Google when is Oklahoma spring game and find a news article or something that told me. Well, guess what? The internet people were listening to Uncle Lou, and they went ahead and made me a damn list. So shout out to the people that run the internet and make stuff on it, because they made this. They made this. Tomorrow at 1 p.m. Are you excited, Tater Man? Are you excited, Tater Man? Not tomorrow, Saturday. Oh, shit. Yeah, I wish every day was Friday. Saturday. Today's Tuesday, not Friday. What are you doing, Lou? I don't know. Tater Man, you excited about this? Pigskin Pete's excited about this for several reasons. Number one, he's a tater man. So, of course, he's excited to see his taters do their spring game. So, that's a reason to be excited. Number two, he's going. Yeah. Pigskin Pete's going to the spring game. If you're a tater man and you're not going to the spring game, you can watch it on TV, 1 o'clock on the ACC network. If you have the ACC network. Maybe some of you probably do, some of you probably don't. It's not like it's some huge in-demand channel. I mean, let's be honest. The number of people, how many people are on YouTube calling their cable company demanding the ACC network? Not very many. Not very many. But if you have the ACC network, Tater Man, you can watch your boys at 1 o'clock on Saturday. And even if you're not a Tater Man, I'll watch it. 100% I'll watch. You got some other teams with games on Saturday too, but as far as coming on TV, that's your only option, the Tater Man. Listen, that's pitiful. It's pitiful, ain't it? Why isn't this on ESPN? What do you think's going to, let me ask you this. What do you think's going to be on ESPN at 1 o'clock this Saturday that's so important they can't put the Clemson spring game on ESPN? What is it? Somebody, I mean, I guess I could look it up. But it must be something really, really important. The bowling championships, maybe? Maybe one of those cornhole tournaments? Something real important on ESPN 1 o'clock on Saturday. Can't show the Tater Man the game on there. They got to move them over to the backup network that only about 30% of the people in the country even have. ACC Network. And, of course, the final reason why Pigskin Pete is so excited about seeing his Taters play their spring game this weekend, right? The third reason. Reason number one, he's a Tater Man. Reason number two, he's going to the game. Both of those are legitimate reasons to be excited to see the game. The third reason Pete is excited to see his Taters play a spring game this Saturday. Third reason he's excited to have some football to go see is because when it comes to basketball, he doesn't know what the hell he's doing. Look. Now, this was Pigskin Pete's idea. Hey, Lou, let's do a tournament bracket for lunch money. Great idea, sir. Last place, though. And there's nothing, and you can't even, you don't have any teams left. The most amount of points you can gain is 0. So, there's no way for you to pass this Mensa student here, what calls himself Ash's bracket. Mountaineer Mike, what are you doing? Look at this. Alejandro. Now, you're all in the comments with talking about skateboards. You're a Florida man. And you picked the Gumps? You picked the Gumps to win it all? Oh, my God. And you're third from last. You're third from last. Pretty much if you're on this page right here where I can't even scroll down anymore, if you're anywhere in here, what is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. If you're any of these 12, well, 13, 14, because those are all tied. Joey Baker, now pay no attention to this. It ought to, pay no attention. I'm not in, here I am. Where am I? I'm right here. No, that's TikTok, Chess Hall. Where the hell is Uncle Lou? Right there. Uncle Lou's in 10th place, so leave me be. I'm a top 10 individual. I'm a top 10 individual. Right there, number 10. This down here, I don't know anything about all this. Look at it. Started from the bottom and you stayed there. Look, oh my God. I don't understand. I don't understand. Now this I understand. These people are mad for obvious reason. You know? Georgia comes into Bobby Dodge, steals their lunch money. They're mad as hell. Look at them. Now, does that look like a bunch of smart people to you? I'm just asking. Do you look at that? Do you look at this picture and go, man, look at those tech students? They're really smart. No, you don't. You don't. I don't. Why would I? Why, Kiki? Thank you for the super chat. If Slim wins, Ballard is claiming a national championship. Oh, big decision, too, today. I have to announce on this Ballard situation. Bacon Ninjet, thank you for the super chat. How many Jaguars are there in Division 1? I haven't the slightest. I don't know, but I can't think of very many off the top of my head, though. Luke Walker, buddy, you could not have struck the nail any harder if you had the world's largest hammer, sir. I can see that coming too. I can see that coming too, sir. That's something. Ain't it? Ain't it? Yeah, it is. It's something and it's something else. Speaking of Slim Shady dominating the tournament bracket challenge lunch money contest thing. Why do I have such a hard time coming up with names for things? I don't know. Slim Shady, thank you for hitting the PayPal link this morning. He says, why is the Jerry Springer show Bama's biggest unknown rival? Both are fighting for the record for largest white trash gathering ever. Now, this is an interesting question. Now, obviously more people show up at an Alabama game than have ever showed up at a taping of Jerry Springer. However, there's only 6 or 7 Alabama home football games a year at most. So even if you know, Saban's been there 13 years, 6 or 7 games a year. Is that about 100 or so? How many episodes of Jerry Springer are there? Plus, how many people have seen it? But, yeah. Jerry Springer should do an episode live from the Alabama Fan Day when they have the running of the Gumps. And he should, you know, have some of those people fight like he does on their show, on his show, for who gets to be first in line. To wash Nick Saban's ball sack or whatever it is that they're rushing to do on Fan Day there at Alabama. That would be great, wouldn't it? Yeah, it would. It would. It would be great. I don't know about, well, first of all, I don't really understand this thing about the bad news. I'm just going to be honest. I don't, just to recap, if you weren't watching Lunch Money last night, Caleb was in the comment section saying he had some really bad news about the Slob Olympics or Slob Olympians or something, but he didn't type whatever the bad news is. He said he wanted to come on the show and tell us all the bad news, but wasn't a call-in thing, Lunch Money. So I told him he could come on this morning. And I thought it was maybe some kind of a joke, like, because he mentioned the Slob Olympics. I said, oh, he's going to say he's competing in the Slob Olympics, which means that's bad news for everyone else, blah, blah, blah. But apparently, no, it's actual bad news. But which I don't know what to make of that in general. I don't know. I guess maybe we should hear the news first and then try to figure out why the grand announcement. Does anyone know what this terrible news is? Like I said, I thought it was some kind of a joke, but then people were saying, or one person was saying they knew what it is and it's not a joke. It's actual really bad news. And so I don't know if we all should prepare to have our day ruined. I don't know if that's even, I mean, do we even want to have our day ruined? I don't. But I don't know what to make of this situation here. So I guess we'll just call this person what calls himself Caleb the Spelling Bee host. I think that might be the best thing to do. You know, sometimes you have to choose. Sometimes all of your options are bad, and you just have to choose the one that you think might cause the least amount of pain. Whether that be physical or emotional, I don't know. But nevertheless, this appears to be a pretty alarming situation, to say the least. Or maybe not. How about we just find out?
Can you hear me, sir?
Of course I can.
Okay. I was making sure. All right. So, how do you just want me to just straight out reveal it for everyone?
Well, yeah. I mean, no one was able to sleep last night because you were all in the comment section about how you have devastating news. So, I mean, let's get it out.
Okay.
And
So,
and you know what? This is bad to say. It better be really bad.
yeah, it's so. I wanted the Slob Olympians to know because they met him Saturday night. My dad had a massive heart attack, and he's in ICU right now.
Oh.
Sedated. Yes, sir.
Well, no doubt about it. That is devastating news.
Yeah. And I just wanted everybody to know, just to be praying for him, and hopefully he's gradually getting better, but he'll be sedated probably till the end of the week, if not longer.
Yeah. Well, is he going to have any type of surgery? I mean, you know, there's usually a reason why somebody has a heart attack. Is he going to have like a stent put in, or?
He's already had 4. Yeah, he had 100% blockage.
Now I'm trying to remember. Well, first of all, I'm trying to ask these questions in ways not to sound rude, but
yeah, it's
sometimes
fine,
you just take it how you want. But from what I remember of your dad, he wasn't overweight.
No. No,
so is this a genetic thing? Does this run in your family? Okay.
Yes, sir. It does. Yeah.
So it's not a Chess Hall situation. It's just a genetic thing.
Yeah. It runs in actually his side of the family, to be exact.
Well, the good news is he survived the heart attack because
his severity has only a 12% survival rate.
Right.
Yeah.
So that's good. But now again, And although I am a doctor, I'm not a heart doctor. So when you're when you're not overweight, and you're genetically predisposed, what can you do to try to negate that? I mean, in other words, it's not like he just needs to stop eating chocolate ice cream all day long. He doesn't eat chocolate ice cream all day long. So when you're not overweight, but you're genetically predisposed to that, what can you do to lower your risk?
Or you're saying like prevent another one from happening?
Yeah. Does he exercise, or does he have like high cholesterol, or
He's been known for high blood pressure. But
Yeah,
when the EMS came and checked him out the night before, like right before it happened, it was really low. Yes, Rag Dog, he smokes cigarettes, yeah. But he's going to have to go off that completely.
right?
Yeah.
Some people have some misconceptions, like only fat people have high blood pressure or high cholesterol in particular.
Yeah,
But
that's
not the case at all. I mean,
that's the biggest lie I've ever heard.
right? Like I could probably eat 3 packs of bacon a day, and I wouldn't gain all that much weight, but my cholesterol would be through the roof.
Yeah.
There was a documentary a guy did years ago. It was called Super Size Me. And he ate nothing but McDonald's for 28 days. Breakfast, lunch, and dinner. He didn't even make it the 28 days because he was going to his doctor every other day or something. And they were measuring. The point was to see what effect eating that much McDonald's would have on you.
Yeah.
And this guy wasn't overweight. And before he started this thing, he was perfectly healthy. But he wasn't even able to finish the 28 days because things like his cholesterol and stuff like that had gotten so high after just like 10 or 14 days that his doctor basically told him, you're going to eat yourself to death here. And this guy wasn't overweight at all. So, you don't, a lot of times we look at overweight people and we say, well, high cholesterol, diabetes, high blood pressure, that's going to get him. But plenty of people that aren't overweight, especially here in America, we're the sickest country on earth, by the way.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's a good thing we spend 10 times more per person on health care here than the average country does, just so we can beat our chests and hoop and holler about being the sickest country on earth, which is amazing.
Yeah.
But we do health care the right way, though. Everyone else does it wrong. We do it right, even though we're the sickest country on earth, and half the people can't even afford the sick care that we have here. But anyway, that's not the point of this conversation. I could bang my head against that wall all day long. It's not going to change anything. But yeah, this is alarming news, though.
Yeah, it was terrible, man. And me and my mom having to be here without him, the house feels real empty. And she's seeing him every day in ICU, but since I'm under 18, I can't be in ICU. And even if I could see him, you're only allowed one guest per day. One, yeah.
Right. Plus, they have they're even more strict than normal because of COVID.
Yep.
That ICU, but I mean, that's what got my mom. She went Christmas shopping and came home and sat on the couch and had a massive heart attack and died instantly. So, in that respect, he's count your blessings type of thing that he made it to the hospital alive. And
yeah, man, it was weird because me and my mom came home from work and she picked me up, and he was just saying he felt bad and he was in here, throwing up and stuff, and he was all still conscious and everything, and the EMS told him, all right, man, your blood pressure's really low. I need you to drink these two Gatorades fully, and we need to get your blood pressure back before we leave. And he's never been like the type to like Gatorade.
Yeah.
So he was like, they're like, okay, we got another option. You can go to the back of the EMS and get some fluids. So he went back there, and mom was looking through the ambulance window, and all of a sudden they just had to slam his head back and do CPR because he had coded and went into cardiac arrest.
Damn.
Yeah.
Is this his first heart attack?
Yeah. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My granddaddy, he was he wasn't really overweight, but he was overweight by the chart in the doctor's office. I mean, that chart in the doctor's office is insane. According to the chart in the doctor's office, if I gained like 5 more pounds, I would be overweight, which is insane.
Yeah,
So he wasn't really overweight. He was a bigger guy, 6 foot tall, 220 or so probably.
That's about my dad, about 6'1", 6'2".
And he smoked all the time too. I mean, he smoked 2 or 3 packs a day. He's the only person I've ever seen smoke and eat at the same time. It was the weirdest thing. But he had a heart attack in his early 60s, I guess. And the doctor came in. The doctor came in there and said, you smoke another cigarette, you're gonna die. You're gonna kill yourself, straight up. And this was so long ago when this happened. I mean, his cigarettes were sitting on his hospital tray in his room. That's how long ago this was. And he picked those cigarettes up and threw them in the trash can and never smoked another one. Guy smoked 2-3 packs a day for 40 years.
Yeah, my dad's
quit
48.
cold turkey. Threw them away.
Yeah.
Threw his cigarettes away right then and there. Quit cold turkey. Never smoked another one. And he lived another 20 years. Lived to be 85 years old.
Yeah, I hope my dad can do that because he's been smoking for as long as he can, as long as I can remember, and he's 48, about to be 49 in July.
Yeah, that's young. I mean, he can quit now, do some exercise and whatever the case, and live another 45 years.
Yeah. Yeah, I sure hope so, man. Because, I mean, the risk of a second one after one is it's insanely high.
Right.
And I just don't want to have to go through all that again, man. It was terrible.
Yeah, nobody needs that aggravation.
Yeah.
That's for sure.
I just thought I would let everybody know because I know the Slav Olympians got to know him and everybody was talking about us. So I figured everybody would want to know.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I hope he's, I hope he can get it turned around. It sounds like he can. It sounds like it's just a choice he's going to have to make.
Yeah, the state he's in now with everything, they're really the only way to go from here is up. He's just he had some like his kidneys and liver had some damage because the little time he was without oxygen. Everything was going, I think the way the doctor explained it to my mom, everything was going to his heart, I think, or something like just all or whatever. So obviously those different what do you call them? I know not anyway, all that got affected. So that's going to have to heal in the emergency room. And then I think he has some pneumonia from the aspiration of vomit.
Yeah.
Yeah. So he's got pneumonia in his lungs. So that's going to have to get better before they can. And then his kidney and liver and all that's going to have to get better before they can wake him up.
Well, most people don't die from their first heart attack. So it can be a wake-up call. I've even heard stories of people driving them own selves to the hospital while they're having a heart attack. Now, obviously, there's varying degrees of heart attacks.
Yeah, he could have died if EMS had not been here.
So for a lot of people, this is what it takes.
Yeah,
something like that. It's like when people deciding to quit drinking. Like most people don't decide to quit drinking until they suffer serious consequences. Most people who drink, even most alcoholics, until they have consequences, they don't have a reason to change their behavior.
Yeah,
I know that was the case for me.
Yeah, my mom has. I mean, I'm not gonna say she's an alcoholic, but she likes to have a drink every now and then, and watching this has really made her just want to quit putting anything in her body that alters it at all.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not telling people not to drink. I mean, there's plenty of studies out there to hold, a glass of red wine actually could be good for your heart, that kind of thing. I'm talking about people who have actual drinking problems, but either don't admit it or do admit it, but don't even try to stop. It usually takes something bad happening for people to decide they want to quit, and health in general can be the same kind of way. Sometimes it takes something like this to sort of shock somebody into reality and say, okay, these cigarettes just ain't worth it, or whatever. This gravy just ain't worth it. Whatever.
Yeah. And he loves good Southern cooking, and he's going to have to drop salt, sodium.
Yeah.
He's going to have to drop a lot of that. I see, I a lot of people in the comments talking about cigarettes, Lou, but I don't see how that one thing can just, I don't know. I'm not saying that people are claiming that just cigarettes would do it. I know it's an issue to the fact, but I just don't see how it have as big as an impact.
Well,
I mean, I know the doctor said he'd have to drop it, but
I mean, I know people that smoked for, I've known people that were 85 years old and had been smoking for 65 years and never had a single issue. I also know people who had a heart attack when they were 48 years old.
yeah.
So I think it affects different people differently, but, and like you said, it's, well, at least on the heart attack side, it's rarely ever one just issue, just one issue,
Yeah.
I mean, we all know people probably, who have never smoked, and got lung cancer.
Yeah.
But if you smoke, you're a lot more likely to get it, so.
Yep. Yeah.
But anyway, again,
Yep.
I am a doctor, but I'm not a heart doctor,
Yeah.
or a cancer doctor. So
And
these are just my opinions.
Yeah, that's another thing too. Since I'm discussing it with you, he's going to have to low down on he gets real, his nerves are, so he gets really upset at times, just easily. So we're going to probably have to get him some nerve medication for getting upset. Cause man, there'll be any time that he'll just, he'll be frustrated at work, or we'll be watching a Braves game and he'll get frustrated at the Braves. I'm more of a football guy. He's always been a baseball guy. I kind of got him introduced to the NFL. I got him introduced to the Falcons, Georgia, and the Hawks, but he's always been a Braves guy. So, man, we're watching the Braves.
The Falcons will 100% give him a heart attack.
Yeah, but he doesn't put I'd say probably Braves and Georgia is what he puts the most watch into with me. But so he'll have to watch his anger at sports. He'll have to watch it anytime, because I mean, if he gets overwhelmed or overhyped at anything, it could just cause another one.
Right. I mean, that's why I quit following recruiting, for health reasons, for the same type of thing. But when it comes to watching football games and getting mad and upset about that, I honestly would rather die of a heart attack than to stop watching football. So.
Yeah, I'm not. Yeah, they didn't necessarily say that he'd have to stop anything. But honestly, in his case, he might have to, just because of the anger issues. But he won't be able to stop watching sports. So
right,
he'll just have to figure something out for his sake.
Yeah. Well, sir, that was definitely bad news. So you promised and you delivered.
Yeah, I just the angle you said I might have took with with entering the Slob Olympics and everybody else was going to lose, that was good too. I wasn't going to open with that, but I'll finish with that. Yeah, everybody's going to lose though, since I'm entering.
Right.
I'm entering, so I will win. So I'll end off with the potential bad news instead of the actual bad news.
That makes perfect sense to me.
Yeah.
All right, Caleb. Well, thanks for letting us know, buddy. Tell your dad we're thinking about him, and
yes, sir.
And hopefully, make whatever changes he needs to make, and everything will work out.
Yep, absolutely. I appreciate it, Lou.
All right, buddy. Take it easy. Okay, Caleb, the spelling bee host, calling in with bad news. Thank you, sir. All right, I didn't mean to get off on a little tangent there about the Tater Man, but they are playing Saturday at 1, the spring game. So back to the spring games here. So Clemson this weekend, and you can see there's some other ones here. Do I need to make this a little bigger? There, how about that? Is that a little easier? So the Tater Man plays Saturday at 1. That's the only game on TV, but you can see here for all you Florida A&M fans. Or Tulane plays at 11 a.m. So there you go. Where's the trolls at? UTEP plays April 9th, 9 p.m. Type. The infatuation on this channel with UTEP might be one of the weirdest things that's ever happened around here. fast forward to Saturday, April 10th. NC State and Florida State, both on TV. Central Florida's got their game that day too. UAB, Troy, Boise State. Friday, April 16th, Georgia State, Memphis, Houston, Eastern Michigan. There you go. Saturday, April 17th, which I think the most amount of games are going to be on this day. Yeah, a bunch of them here. Miami, Mississippi State, Vandy, Bama, LSU, Pittsburgh, Auburn, Georgia. I don't even know what St. Thomas is. I thought that was a high school. I don't know. Arkansas State, Utah, East Carolina, Southern Cal, Louisiana, Monroe, Marshall, Middle Tennessee, Ohio State, Texas Tech, Utah State, Western Kentucky. Bunch of games that day. Highlighted, of course, by the Georgia game, 2 o'clock. Monday, April 19th, the Fighting Illini, 8 o'clock. Thursday, Louisiana. That's Lafayette, Louisiana Lafayette. Friday, April 23rd, the Rambling Wreck of Georgia Tech. Hell of an engineer. And Houston. Again, with the practice. I don't know. Houston, what is this? Houston just televises every practice they have? Appears that way, doesn't it? Okay, they had to list them twice, 2 different days. Saturday, April 24th, bunch of games on this day too. Baylor, Georgia Southern, Oklahoma State, West Virginia, South Kakalaki, Texas A&M, North Carolina. A lot of people high on them this year. Tennessee, they doing an actual spring game, or they doing one of those carnivals that Butch Jones used to put on with the sack hop and the 3-legged race and the egg toss and all? What, I don't know what they're doing, but whatever they're doing, it's 4 o'clock. April 24th. Will they even have enough players? No. Answer, no. 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 They're not going to have enough. They're going to have to. They're not playing a game. They don't have enough players. I don't know what they're going to do, but it won't be a game. Louisiana Tech, Oklahoma, Ole Miss, Arizona, Boston College, Illinois, Maryland, Michigan State, Texas State. Friday, April 30th, Colorado and Fresno State. Saturday, May 1st, Kent State, Rudy, Ball State, Kansas, Nebraska, Rutgers, UMass, UNLV, UTSA, Virginia, Washington. May 8th, Wyoming. No spring game in 2021. Honestly, what? Oh, honestly, too. All of these teams are very similar, in my opinion, too. Let's see. What are the win totals going to be for these teams in 2021? 7, 8. 7, 8, 8, 8. You see what I mean? In this list right here, there's 2 7-win teams, and the rest are 8-win teams. They're all very similar. And then these teams here have already had their spring game. BYU, Cal, Campbell, Coastal Carolina, Duke, FAU, Liberty, Mizzou, North Alabama, North Texas, Southern Miss, South Florida. So, Uncle Lou asked, and the internet delivered, give me a list of spring games, please. And they came through like a champ. So, shout out to the good people over there that are running the internet. Slim Shady, thank you for thank you for the super chat, sir. He says, Lou better hope his own cardiologist isn't watching this morning show. I didn't get too worked up. Well, I got a little work. I think I got worked up, but to an acceptable amount. I really don't think I got too worked up this morning, comparatively speaking. Of course. Comparatively speaking, of course. All right. Let me tell you what I need. Let me tell you what I want to do on Friday. I have this idea for something on Friday. I need 2 people. That's all. I just need 2. One of the 2 people I need tomorrow for about 30 minutes. And then I need them again Friday for 30 minutes. The second person I only need on Friday for 30 minutes. And I know I don't have a live show. So pretty much anytime, any reasonable time tomorrow, 9 o'clock to, or, sometime between 10 and 2. How about that? Sometime between 10 o'clock and 2 o'clock tomorrow, I'll need that person for about 30 minutes. And then I need them again on Friday morning during the show for 30 minutes. And the second person I just need Friday for 30 minutes. Caleb says he'll do it. Chess, I would look. Since you were a captain on the Family Feud, I would like to give somebody else a chance to do something. If I can't get the 2 volunteers, then I would let you, because you would be actually really good for this. But I'd like to give other people a chance too, and also. Silent Chaos says I can do it Friday. Caleb says Wednesday and Friday. Okay, well, there it is then. Now all I got to do, find something to write that down. Okay, here's what I need both of you to do, okay? Yeah, I got to write this down, though. In case if I don't forget it, though. All right, so Caleb, Wednesday and Friday. And who else? Silent Chaos. You have to be able to call in. So that's not a problem, right? Chaos Man. And we'll do this for Friday. We'll do this at 8:30. Okay. So Chaos Man, I'm going to need you to call into the show Friday at 8:30. Never you mind what we're doing. I'll explain it to you on Friday. Caleb, how about this, Caleb? How about I call you, Caleb, at, can I call you at 1:30 tomorrow? All right. Well, Silent Chaos, clear. Mark it on your calendar. Friday at 8:30. Caleb, I'm going to call you tomorrow at 1:30. And then I'll need you to come on Friday at 8:30. So I'm glad we got that. Cleared up because that's important. It's really important. And then I think sometime in April we'll do the Family Feud thing again too, because that was a lot of fun. So one Friday in April, we'll do the Family Feud thing again. The schedule, the live show schedule next week too, may be a little different. Things are kind of up in the air with that. I know there's no Monday night show, the Lunch Money show, so no Lunch Money. That's all I know for certain right now. I have to figure the rest of it out. We need a YouTube version of Hollywood Squares. Man, I did. I loved that game. I did like that game. Nate says, I want to join the morning show again. Nate, just send me an email and let me know, as far as the morning show goes, Tuesday and Thursday are the days we're going to have people on. I don't want to schedule anything for next week, though. You come on this Thursday if you want. You can come on this Thursday. But you got to send me an email because that's how I track it. That's how, when I get out here in the morning and get ready to do all this, that's how I know who's coming on and what we're doing, is typically through email that I then add to my calendar. But it's the call-in number from the night show. I'll put it up on Friday. It's 706-786-4481. 706-786-4481. But I'll put it up on Friday for you to call in. This will be fun. So Silent Chaos, you will be the one that actually has a chance to win something here. Sorry, Caleb. You volunteered for the 2-day deal, so you're the guinea pig, so to speak. Caleb is the contestant. I mean, Silent Chaos is the contestant. Yeah, just tune in Friday morning, Chaos Man, and I'll post a number again, but it's the same number as the call-in show at night, 706-786-4481. CrazyUncleLou@gmail.com, Nate. No, those are Georgia Tech fans. And now I'm ready to announce my decision regarding Ballard Sports Media. I thought long and hard. I slept on it too. I even did the osmosis thing where I put some notes under my pillow. And I think I think that was a big help that I went ahead and did that. Just to recap, Ballard started a show for me and him to do on his channel. It was called 4th and Goal, though. And then he fired me from the show. On top of that, he didn't even tell me that I was fired. He told other people, who then told me. So Ballard couldn't even be bothered to inform me of this groundbreaking change. And this was really the first time I've been fired from anything. And I didn't really know how to handle it. And so for a couple of days, I just complained. And then it dawned on me yesterday on the morning show, wait a minute. Yeah, I worked for Ballard on his Friday show called 4th and Goal, though. I worked for him, so he had every right to fire me. But then it occurred to me, wait, but he works for me on my Friday show. He calls in every Friday and reads us the sports news. So should I retaliate was the question. Should I fire Ballard since he fired me? And I made the promise yesterday that if I decided to fire Ballard, I would have the common courtesy to let him know to his face, which is more courtesy than he went ahead and showed me by firing me without even telling me. So that was the promise I made yesterday. I said I would think on it, sleep on it, ponder on it, and marinate in it, because I don't make rash decisions. I also don't flip-flop back and forth like a fish out of water. I don't start a show every Friday at 3 o'clock and then do it 4 times over a 2-month period. If I start a show Friday at 3 o'clock, it's going to come on every Friday at 3 o'clock. So I didn't want to make a rash decision here and then regret it and then have to go back on my word. You know? I mean, you got some people out here who start a show Friday at 3 o'clock in the afternoon in February of this year. And 6 weeks later, they've canceled more shows than they've done. They've canceled more shows during the first 6 or 7 weeks of their show than Uncle Lou has canceled in 2 years. And I didn't want to be that way when it, as far as doing the flippity flip, flop flop too. When I make a decision, it's final, and there's no room for negotiation. So, like I said, after thinking about it, sleeping on it, pondering it, and marinating in it, I have indeed come to a decision about Ballard's appearances Friday on my morning shows. And the decision is, Ballard, you're not fired. That's the decision. Now, there's no one reason or another as to why I came to that decision. It's a multitude of reasons. Basically, Ballard, I weighed the ups and the downs. I weighed the pros and the cons. I made a list of the positive things that you bring to the Friday show and a list of the negative things that you bring to the show. It was a very detailed list. See? Decisions like this can't be based solely on one particular. Yeah, sure. Was it right for you to fire me? No. Was it right for you to fire me and not even tell me? No. Is it right that you have canceled more of those Friday shows than you've actually done? No. But nevertheless, sir, I have decided not to fire you. So I'm telling you this now. I'm not telling a bunch of other people instead of telling you. I'm telling you, you're not fired. So that's great news. Great news for you. That's great news for you. Okay? So, that's my decision. Well, first of all, sir, Chess Hall said it, and you admitted it. So don't come on here now with the same type of rigmarole and crybaby routine that you were trying last night on Chess Hall's show, sir. You fired me without telling me, and then once I found out and made a big to-do about it, then you tried to go back and say you didn't do it. Chess called you out, and you admitted that, yes, you did. So, yes, sir, yes, you did fire me, sir. And while I give second chances to people, like you, for example, by not firing you, I don't accept second chances. Okay? You know? That's that. Those are the decisions that I've went ahead and made. And that's that. And honestly, I think I handled that way more. I think I handled this situation in a responsible, mature, calm, rational, and reasonable manner. And believe me, there was other ways I could have handled it. And I did consider it. Because I don't feel like to be honest, I don't feel like I was treated fairly, Ballard. I don't. I feel like in trying to decide whether or not to fire you, and the process that I used to come to that decision and all that was definitely way more fair than whatever process you used to fire me and not even tell me. Because honestly, you mistreated me.
Stop mistreating Uncle Lou!
And that's not right. So, I do want to congratulate you, Ballard, on not being fired from the morning show. So, still looking forward to hearing you come on Friday and read your sports news and that, even though you mistreated me. It's like, Ballard, I give you a perfect example, Ballard. I give you a perfect example. Imagine this, Ballard. Remember that job you got like 2 weeks ago, and then you showed up on the first day and you couldn't really do the job, honestly. So they took you aside and said, "Hey, bro, this isn't going to work out. Go ahead and collect your things, and take and move it on down the road." Remember that? I'm sure you remember it because it was literally like a week ago. What if they came to all those decisions but just didn't tell you? What if you left that day, came back the next day, and they were like, "What are you doing here?" Or you went to clock in and or sign in, however they get you in, and none of your stuff worked. Like you couldn't clock in, you couldn't sign in, you couldn't get back behind the counter, you couldn't turn the grill on, none of your codes worked. And you're like, "What's going on here?" And they're like, "What do you mean, what's going on?" And you're like, "Well, I'm supposed to work today, but I can't clock in, I can't do this, I can't do that." And they're like, "Well, what do you mean you're supposed to work today? You don't work here." What you know what I mean? That would have been wrong. That would have been wrong. If Ballard's uploaded video yesterday wasn't taken into consideration, it should be. Let's take it into, let's show the people what you're talking about, Slim. That's a good idea. This is called, let's just put it on the screen. Now, this is a video from Ballard Sports Media called "No Real Basketball Fans?" ? I am one, in all caps. Oh, hold on. Let me fix this so you can see it all. Hold on. There. Now you can see the title. This is the title of a video that Ballard uploaded yesterday after the morning show. No real Bama basketball fans? ? I am one, in all caps. Response to some critics. Some. Okay, and now, Ballard. Bro, what kind of phone do you have that you're recording videos in 480p, sir? Okay. Hold on a second. Forget the video for now. This is a much more pressing need. Ballard, what are you doing uploading videos in 480p? I mean, we're going to get a headache just watching that. 480p? 480p are like those TVs in Sleeta's house, those tube TVs. Where did Ballard go? Did he run off? Ballard, can you tell me why the 480p, sir? Well, even with dial-up, you can do the video in 720 or 1080. It just would take a lot longer to upload it. But he filmed this in 480. I didn't even know cameras had the ability to be that bad anymore. Okay, I can see Ballard has it unrunned off. Not sure why. Ballard, I don't need your permission to show your content, Ballard. I don't need your permission, sir. I can show your content and critique it. That's called fair use, sir. I suggest you look into it. But I don't need your permission to show your content. You should be thankful. 90% of the people watching had no idea you have a channel. Instead of crying, you should be thankful. Does anybody know why there's gray bars on the side of the screen? Anybody? It's because 480p isn't even widescreen. Let's continue. Is that an Alabama basketball hoodie? Wait a minute. All right, I was just checking something.
Only the name has been changed.
let me also add that I do appreciate the effort so far. You know, you've taken the time to place the camera, and I mean, this is making a video. So I'm going to give you some credit there. This is making a video. That's what this is that you're doing here, and I do respect that because it's a lost art form on YouTube anymore. No one makes videos anymore. You're making a movie here, so that's good.
Only the name has been changed. The story you wrote.
Okay, now that should have been edited out. The part where you were staring at your phone to see if it was recording, that should have been edited out.
About to hear is true. Only the names have been changed.
So,
Only the name.
Uncle Lou says there ain't no Alabama basketball fans. They're bandwagon, and all the football fans are bandwagon too. Yep, troll all you want to, Uncle Lou. And again, much respect to you, sir. Hope to get back to 4th and goal though soon. I know that's on my own time. That's on me. Been pretty busy the last couple Fridays. Man, it's a chilly morning. Listen, Bama lost. I'm eating my crow, much like all the other fans. But who are you, sir, to sit there and say, you know what? I've determined that all of the Bama basketball fans are bandwagoners. I understand that before this year you didn't see them, right? But maybe you didn't look hard enough. Maybe you just weren't looking. I'm not going to sit here and say, like, if we had last year's March Madness or anything, we would have made a great run or whatever. I'm not going to sit there and say that. But I will say, I can't speak for every Bama fan. I can't. I'm a Bama fan, obviously, in football and basketball. And I'm still going to be here whether we suck or we're great and relevant. This is what pisses me off. First off, who cares? If a fan's bandwagon, who cares?
Well, some might say that anybody who would upload a 15-minute video about it cares. Some might say that.
Yes, Bama has bandwagon football fans. And sure, maybe right now they have some in basketball. Right?
That's where the video should end. Maybe there should be one more line that says, "So, you were right, Lou." But I don't know. There's 12 more minutes of this, though.
I posted last week a clip of when I called up on your show, Uncle Lou. And again, I got a lot of love and respect. I'm not here to hate on him or nothing. I'm more so here to make a point that I can't speak for every Bama fan, but I can speak for myself when I say I'll be pulling for all Bama athletics for the rest of my life. I don't care what sucks, what doesn't. Bama football is going to suck at some point when they don't have Saban. Well, take that back. Dabo's coming home to Tuscaloosa after Saban's gone. It might take 20 years. But what did Bear Bryant say? When Mama calls you home, you got to come home. You know, come running home. Dabo's coming to Tuscaloosa someday, folks. Yeah, we lost to UCLA in what Uncle Lou likes to, round ball, whatever. Yeah, we lost. So what? It was still a great season. I even said on the stream I did for the game, I said,
it was still a great season. Okay. I'm not saying you're wrong. Okay? But this is what I'm talking about. Alabama lost in the Sweet 16. And that's a great season. But what do they tell you in football? What do these same Gumpers tell you about football? It's all about the national titles. There's the champion and there's everybody else. It's about the trophy at the end of the year. Whoopity-doo, Georgia man. You made it to the national title game. Big deal. No one cares. First place, first loser. Second place is first loser. Now, that's a team that technically finished second. But losing in the round of 16 is a great season when you're talking about Alabama basketball. So this is what I mean. Let's continue.
Win or lose, I'm proud of this team. I'm proud of John Petty, Reese.
Now, are we going to keep this same energy when, I don't know, let's say, let's pick a team. LSU. Let's say LSU finishes 16th in football next year. We're going to see you with the LSU had a great season. We're going to see that song and dance. Nope, it's going to be, if you don't win it, don't count. Winning's all that matters. It's all about the national titles, Lou. Look at Lou bragging about losing in the national title game. Look at him.
Quinterly. Josh Primo's a good player, too. Keep your eye on the next couple years. You know, Nate Oates in year 2 gets us to the Sweet 16. Proud of it. Proud of it.
What year did he say? Did he say year 2? Made it to the Sweet 16 in year 2. Oh, that's great. That's great. Where'd Kirby make it year 2?
Furthest Bama's ever made it is an Elite Eight. And you said on your morning show on Monday morning, this morning, at least when I'm recording this on a Monday, you said they can't even make a Final Four. They ain't never won a title in basketball. They're a football school. Stick to football. Okay. A lot of teams haven't won championships in basketball. A lot of teams can't make a Final Four that have had plenty of chances. There's a first time for every team in basketball, Lou. Georgia's made a Final Four. I'm not even going to try to argue that. But have they won a championship? 1980. You can hate all you want to, Lou. Anybody. This doesn't even just go for Lou. I'm hearing this from everybody. Everyone's like, oh, look at Bama. Look at Bama using a team from California. Yeah, I know, right? Team from California. You believe it over there? Look. Anyway.
Well, you did leave out the part that team from California was an 11 seed and Alabama was a 2 seed. You did leave that out. The whole thing where you choked to an inferior team. UCLA didn't even make the 64-team tournament. UCLA wasn't even good enough to get a bid to the 64-team tournament. They had to compete in a play-in game to even get into the 64-team tournament. And they donkey stomped you. And the Gump had a chance to win this game in regulation and couldn't make free throws. Choke.
I can't speak for every Bama fan, but I'm here to say that I'm here to stay. All right? I'm going to be a Bama fan for all sports. Baseball, basketball, football, You know, I try to keep up with all athletics. I might not talk about it on my channel a whole lot, but I do pay attention. Like, what is it going to take, though? I mean, and again, this isn't just Uncle Lou, but he's the main one. First words out of his mouth this morning on his morning show, and again, recording this on a Monday. First words were, "Where are you Gump fans at? Where the Gump tards? They lost their round ball," and, you know, pretending to care about it. Georgia ain't done crap in years, so I don't even want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. All right, you sit there, you laugh, and you poke fun, and call out the Bama fans, saying, "Oh, we're bandwagoners." Most of our football fan base is real fans, sir. I guarantee you, we don't even lose half our fan base when Saban's gone.
What?
All right. That's not the point of this video. The point of this video, and again, not even to rip on Uncle Lou. I love Uncle Lou. I think he's a great YouTuber. We call this a community or whatever. He's one of the top guys in it. Chess and myself at the top being the unprofessionals in this joint. But, look, to anybody out there, saying Bama doesn't have real basketball fans, they're all bandwagoners, you're retarded. I'll be a fan next year, the year after, and the year after. Bama ain't never made a Final Four. Yeah. A lot of teams haven't. There's a lot of upsets this year so far, man. I didn't even pick Bama to even full on go and win the title. I made a video, or I talked about it, or I said it just looks like it's Baylor. It looks like it's Gonzaga. Gonzaga's undefeated. They keep scoring. You can't slow them down. I have a couple brackets on ESPN. Half of them have Gonzaga. I don't even think I have one.
Wait. So, you make brackets and then pick different teams to win? Okay. Anyway, great video, Ballard. Again, I do appreciate the effort that went into the beginning of that. That's a lost art on YouTube. You actually tried to make a movie there at the beginning, and I can't appreciate that. So, good job on that, sir. Slim, thank you again. He says, will Ballard be just as proud of his team when Miami skull drags them from one end of the field to the other? Play the ending, Ballard says. Okay. You giving me your permission, Ballard? Do I have your permission to play the end?
Bama to win it this year. I was hoping. But we'll be back next season. And to not just Uncle Lou, but anybody else out there saying Bama ain't got no fans. They might got some bandwagoners, but I darn sure ain't one of them. I'm here till kingdom come. I'll be here next year. And the Tide will too. Roll Tide, roll. We'll see you next year. Guess what? We still won in football. Roll Tide.
Good job with the editing and stuff, Ballard. In all seriousness. Now, here's the thing. You said you're not going anywhere. You'll be here. You said, in fact, and I'm quoting now, in fact, I'll be here till kingdom come. Sir, don't you think that's like next week or something? Or aren't you one of those people? Aren't you one of those end of days people that we're living in the end times? That aren't you one of those people? So when you say you'll be here till kingdom come, aren't you saying that that's not very long? That's the only thing that confused me. I'm not going anywhere. I'll be here a long time. In fact, I'll be here till kingdom come. So I don't understand that. But other than that, I thought it was a good. I thought it was an informative video and educational too. All right, Ballard. We'll see you Friday on the morning show when you call in to read the news. How about that? That'll be just fine. That'll be just fine. All right, I'm going to get out of here. Appreciate y'all tuning in this morning. Big thank you to those of you who supported the show with the Super Chat and the PayPal today. Slim Shady, Waikiki, Bacon Ninjet. I really appreciate that. And then over on the PayPal, it's Slim Shady over there, too. I really, really appreciate that. You guys are always so supportive. It means a lot to me. I really appreciate it. Thanks for tuning in. Hit the thumbs up if you haven't already. On your way out your door, just hit the thumbs up. It doesn't cost you any money at all to do that. It's free. It doesn't take hardly any time even, or effort or energy. Literally almost anybody can do it. And then that's a huge help to me and the channel. So make sure you hit that thumbs up if you haven't already. No morning show tomorrow. I will be on tonight for the call-in show, though, so don't worry. Be here 10 o'clock for that. I'm going to try to get out another one of those schedule videos today. Let's see. Let me give you a hint of who it is. Here's what I'll say about the schedule video, the schedule preview that's coming out today. This team is from a state that's almost not even really a state, at least not an American state. In fact, America only owns 10% of this state. 90% of the land in this state is not owned or managed, or whatever you want to call it, by the United States. Only 10% is. And I'm doing a team. This particular state does have multiple Power 5 teams in it. I'm doing what you would consider to be the bigger of the two teams, or the better of the two. But this particular state is 90% owned independent from the United States. United States only owns 10% of this state. I can't believe no one has gotten it. Okay, somebody got it now. I see. I do see one correct answer. Two correct answers now. I see two correct answers. I'd be curious to know, like, for example, Alejandro put Wyoming. I would be curious to know who it is you think owns 90% of Wyoming if it's not America. I see another correct answer in the comments now. It's Oklahoma. It's Oklahoma. Oklahoma is 90% Indian owned. In fact, Oklahoma is kind of like a reverse reservation. Oklahoma is basically a reservation for white people. The Indians let white people have 10% of Oklahoma. The Indians have the rest. So nice of the Native Americans to do that. And if you're in Oklahoma, I mean, wow. Anyway, I do appreciate y'all tuning in. I'll be back tonight at 10 p.m. Again, no morning show tomorrow. Morning show will be back Thursday at 10. See you tonight at 10 o'clock for the call-in show. Hope you guys enjoy your Tuesday. Hope y'all have a great day. And an even better morning, too. No! No!
Living with schizophrenia, people.
You wouldn't like me when I was angry. Quit messing with me. I have a child!
I heard you crying loud all the way across town. You've been searching for that someone that is beyond of the crowd. As you sit around feeling sorry for yourself. Well, don't get lonely now. And try your white eyes. I'm just hoping for the moment. Sneezing my back up the sunshine. So upside you've been thinking about ditching me. No time that turns the world around. 'Cause you know where I'll be found when I come around. I heard it all before. So don't knock at my door.
Dookie!
I'm a loser and the user, so it's only no accuser to try and slag me down because I know you're right. So go do what you like. Make sure you do it right. You may find out that yourself don't think nothing worth everything. You can't go forcing something if it's just not right. No time to search the world around. 'Cause you know where I'll be found when I come around. No time to search the world around. 'Cause you know where I'll be found when I come around.